leads my theory and what people are saying online, which again was already out there before I'm opening my big mouth. Like, and by the time you hear this, it'll be a week after, guys, and who knows, this could be blown off. But right, it goes back to like, come on now, how many people really truly walk away? There are some, we can go down the list, but how many people really are ready in their first season before the lights to, right, like you lobby, whatever. One day you're in Texas in the mix for season 6 of RHOD, which we've discovered, which I've known for months. Finally, people are listening. And now you're like, really, you really walked away. I agree with you. Right. Yeah. Let the threats come in. I'll show all of you. Like, I'm not going to live my life. I agree. I'm tending to believe that this was a termination and this is too much for me and I'm going to walk away. Yeah.
Daddy Cohen, ultimate, I mean, so media trained, but Daddy Cohen basically said, look, we already have 7 cast members for RHONY. We're not replacing her. We're down to 6. We have plenty of women to fill the void. You know, he's very diplomatic, right? He says, I was shocked. I was shocked that she left, that she walked away. But I understand, you know, obviously, just like what you're saying, anti-Semitism is real in the world. I get it. Everybody has to do their own thing. Wish her well. I mean, basically not much, right? I mean, that's really kind of all he was stating. And, you know, Andy was a little surprised. So I don't know. Is Andy surprised if she was fired that she wrote that? Not sure. I mean, it was interesting to me too. You know, he spoke about Ramona this week. Andy like commented on everybody this week, but he talked about Ramona. He says he was shocked that Ramona came out and told everybody that she quit because he had had a conversation with her a week before. And basically, Andy kind of threw it back on her and made it sound like she had such a rigorous schedule that she wasn't willing to accommodate Bravo anymore to do the legacy show. And she was quite, you know, I guess bullish in that she had these things that she wanted to do. So Andy said he was a little bit surprised the way she basically abruptly said, I'm done.
He did use the word bullish. Yeah. I mean, and that's another one, like on both situations, I'm just like, I call bullshit on both of Andy's statements. Just, you know, I mean, listen, no offense. Like I'm trying to believe it all. But I mean, one situation is like, I don't think you want the American people to know that, you know, there was this, and then maybe this word was used and it was that. The Lizzy situation is like, you don't want that out there. And with Ramona, I think it's like, look, do I think Andy has his favorites? Absolutely. Do I think Andy will do anything and throw his favorites under the bus for the job? Of course, we all do. That's the job. If you're not of the people, as Sarah says, you're either of the business or of the people. Well, guess what, guys? If you didn't realize, newsflash, major news alert here today. Andy is of the business, not of the people. So even though he has his friends, he will throw his friends down the river. Do I think one of the ones that he loves is Ramona? He absolutely loves Ramona. He appreciates what she gave to, yes, but I feel that was all bullshit and Ramona is truly fired because she is problematic in this world and we've had enough. And we're not really going for someone in their 60s on the legacy show, and no age shaming, it's not my network. And I just think that was like, let's let the woman save face. And like, we don't even care. Legacy is a year. Oh, yes. Oh, Andy says we're about to cast it. Bull fucking shit. They're not about to cast Legacy. Don't forget, like, I know Jill, I know, you know, Kelly, I know no one's like waking up every morning now, waiting for the phone to ring. It's not happening now. So I feel that he can say that, but in all reality, who cares about Ramona? It's like a year away. And
right.
Let's let the woman save face and just say that she's, and, you know, he says she's been great for the franchise and she says, I'm done. She knows she's not invited back. I believe Ramona is, I guess, not fired. Yeah, she was fired with Luann and she was fired with Ebony and she was fired with Leah. And so they were all fired. There's no season 13. I just think Ramona knows that she's not being invited back. And rather than have it announced and then have to say, no one asked me, she's saying, I'm walking away, but I call bullshit. I think if the phone rang tomorrow and Andy were like, guess what, we're going to go with you, she would be going back. But I think it is not going to happen. It's the nail in her coffin and they're just letting her say this. And Andy doesn't need to prove anything because he's making his $57 million a year. Let Ramona start her real estate career at Douglas L&M.
Oh my God, that would be epic.
Mind you, I just bought an apartment in New York City months ago. I'm in the Hamptons in the summer. Ramona, girl, guess what? People are not. Yeah, sorry about that. I just slipped that in. Sarah's like, oh wow, her mouth's getting bigger. Why would anyone go to you,
Didn't hear this.
Ramona? Like, this isn't Housewives, girl. You can't be a total nasty. See you next Tuesday in the real world and want people to work with you in real estate. Like, I'm not saying Ramona needs me, but like the average person, like, girl, it don't work this way. Could you imagine Ramona being like, well, I don't understand. I just showed you an apartment. Why aren't you buying it? It's only for $1 million. Just buy it. Well, it was one apartment, Ramona. Now wait, I want to go look at a brand new building in Harlem. Harlem. What is Harlem? I like to do the Upper East Side. I'm not going to Harlem. Well, that's where I'd like to buy an apartment. Or whatever. We have to stay here. Like, what type of real estate agent is it? Just because you're
God, I hope they coach her for a real estate show. She'd be so good.
She would be
so good. She'd be
so
good on Douglas. I mean, she'd be so good on Mauricio. I mean, she's not LA at all, but I mean, she'd just be so good on selling New York. Oh my God.
She would be. But you know what? Guess what? It's a really tough fucking business. You gotta really,
totally.
Like, so I don't think I would not go to Ramona if someone referred me. I would choose Ben Simone over Ramona in the real estate game because we got Ben Simone in there too. Also at Douglas Elliman. But hey, if Ramona's having an open house, guys, go get your pictures.
Ramona.
Annoy the fuck out of her.
Anyway, it's too bad. I wanted to see Lizzy, but I don't know. It's interesting. It's a very interesting time.
It's a very interesting time. And by the way, did you see like the other week, Avery Singer was on? I don't blame her. Avery Singer was on a stage. I think it was during Halloween at a party. And a fan, this is all online if you don't see, a fan came up and the music was loud. It was like, and the fan came up and grabbed Avery's by the arm and started screaming, oh my God, I love you. Oh my God, I love you. It was like BravoCon times 10 with this one fan. And Avery was like just freaking out. So like you could say like mother, like daughter, but at the same time, it is this like, I don't know if I would freak out if someone grabbed me too.
I would too.
You could, and the girl's freaking out. I love you. And Avery's like, oh. And there was this whole thing online, like, was this too much and how to approach? So there you go, for whatever that's worth. I'm sure Avery doesn't really enjoy taking pictures any more than her mother, but that isn't really the right way to go about it. What else do you want to talk about? EJ's earrings are up for sale.
Can we? There's so much EJ dirt. I mean, I first of all, I want to go to this auction. I actually had this vision because, the bidding for these so-called, first of all, according to the auctioneer, I was going to get this auction house. They actually started following me and I followed them back because I shared the earrings. And I'm like, I want to buy these. I think you and I should do a GoFundMe, raise the money. All of our listeners, we should raise the $200,000 because starting price is